What is the person on your mind thinking, feeling, doing? They're swiftly coming towards you. They're swiftly making a plan to come towards you. They want to work with you. And it's going to be a new start in that realm. There's a newness here. They want something, obviously, Nine of Cups, the Magician, the Eight of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Fool. They want this start with you. You signify everything that this person is wishing for to make them happy, right? This is the card of happiness, getting everything that you want. The Fool is about embracing change and optimistically, right? Not being ignorant of the past, but not letting the past weigh you down. They just kind of jovially walk forward. That's what they want to do here. It's a way of treating each new relationship fresh, clean slate, so there's no remnants of the past. When you start a new painting, if there's paint already there, some people paint over old paintings to use the canvas still, but don't you want a fresh canvas? Don't you want to create a new image of what a relationship for you looks like? This person wants that. So we also have the Three of Pentacles and the Magician here. So there's a lot of planning, working together, teamwork, right? The Three of Pentacles is about teamwork, joining forces. Again, they're making this happen for themselves. So the Magician is, the High Priestess's BF, let's call it. They're both very intuitive. And they both are in tune with all different aspects of life and calling into their lives what they need and what they want. That involves love, and that involves a partner. This person is trying to call, they're trying to dial it in. But we also have the Swiftness card here, the Eight of Wands, which is fast-moving energy. But on this card, you can also see, two divine beings looking at each other, but they're communicating through their third eye. They're both intuitive. So you both might be feeling the same way. You both think that the other person would make you happy. So there's an opportunity to work together, to join forces beyond just emotionally, let's say. The Hermit. This person has been really thinking about this scenario. This is someone that doesn't just shoot from the hip. They're a planner. You can also see it on the Hermit's face. There's a maze, right? They think things through, and the Hermit is great at that because they give themselves the solitude, the space to not be interrupted with their own thoughts, to meditate, to come up with a plan. It could be existentially, it could just be an actual plan on how they're going to talk to you. It doesn't matter. They've just been, you've been on their mind. Let's just call it what it is. Nurture. They definitely want, there's an investment approach here. Sacrifice and sparks. The word sacrifice could be argued, right? But when you come together with someone, you're working as a team. It's not all about you all the time. You have to nurture each person individually, and you also have to nurture the relationship together. And all three parts are very important. You know, we still have to remain an individual in a relationship, for ourselves and also for the other person. And also, if you're not putting any time into a relationship that you're in, you still have to invest in it. It's not just a one and done deal, right? Like the wedding's over and then there's no more romance, or there's no more whatever you guys do together. You have to keep it alive. It's a practice. It's an everyday event. Some days are better than others, granted, but you have to keep the sparks flying. Keep the sparks flying, like this card says. You know, you have to keep the flame alive if you're in a relationship right now. But that is basically how you keep a relationship going. You don't have any resentment, because that is the number one killer of any relationship. So that involves being intimate enough to talk about things openly and safely, and have the other person receive it in a way where they're not feeling attacked, you know. But it's like, for the love of the relationship, you both have to be in on it. You both have to have a plan of action involved. You know, what is our plan here to keep this going? You know, if one person falls off, how is the other person going to keep them up, you know, again, you know, and just keep the flames going. So that requires investment and time and attention. And that is what this person wants to do. They want to nurture here. Nurture relationships like blooming flowers, and they'll flourish. It's all about the nurture. This person wants to nurture you. It's sweet. Water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. That could be either one of you. It's a lot of water energy. It's a lot of happiness, a lot of cups, a lot of emotions. There's a separation, and there's a silence, longing from you. They might be distant from you in some way. But they are longing for you. Like I said, they're in a hermit energy of like thinking, mulling, planning, but no, there's... They know what they want to do, but there's no action cards here. Let's just pull one more of these. Even the cards aren't popping easily today, so I just feel like this person has a hard time explaining how they appreciate you. Letting you know, you know, expressing their heart. I think this person has a hard time expressing themselves, because it just seems like they want to do it. They have the plans to do it. They have come to the conclusion, right? But it's hard. It's hard to do still, especially if you're not used to it. King of Wands, okay, some building, and some, you know, Seven of Pentacles. There's no doubt that this person is interested in you. They have a lot of feelings for you in many different ways, and they want to invest in you. They want to kind of team up with you in some kind of way. They just want to be a partner, right? They want to be a partner in crime kind of person, and helps you in all different ways. A good friend, you know. What else? This might be the reason why this person is having a hard time expressing themselves, because they've been put out in the cold, right? Maybe it came very unexpectedly for this person. They were rejected, dejected from the community, put out in the cold, blindfolded, right? Tied up, lots of swords around them. So they either were rejected by a group of people, or this person that they were with previously or in the past made them feel very, very cold and put out. But that's not how they feel with you. You know, King of Wands, interested. Yes, that is a definite yes. Judgment time. There's a judgment here. Like, what am I going to do? Am I going to make this happen? Am I going to be the fool? You know, they're getting tired. It's the Wounded Warriors again. So what else we got? The Chariot. Okay, there's some movement, but they're tired and they're still hurt. they're hurt. They're not like 100% like, that's why it's I think this person needs to kind of just warm up, and then eventually they will kind of continue forward on their own accord with the Chariot here, offer you something, but it's not going to come easy to them, and it's going to take some warming up to do, right? Queen of Swords, you could be very cold, or at least look cold on the outside. You're definitely quick-witted, so you have one hand open and one hand with a sword, baby. You know, it's just like which one you want to play with. So you could be very warm and friendly and comedic, but you could also be cutting, cold, and just cut right through the BS, you know? So we have the Wheel of Fortune here. This is destined to happen. Whether or not you believe in predetermined destiny, it just feels like this person feels like they have to come towards you. It's just like a yes, okay? But the action part is a little weary. Like they're weary, they're tired, they're still hurt from past things, but they're attracted to you, and they really like what they see, and they appreciate you, and they're just gonna have a hard time explaining that at first. So this person's a little bit shaky, but I feel like this person, whoever you are thinking of, the answer is that they definitely are interested in you, but they're a little bit skittish right now to come towards you because of whatever past issues that they're still dealing with. So that's that.